I guess. It's just too bad I didn't have him on prom night.
Cheer up, pal. Just think of all the destruction you can cause at the class reunion. I'm surprised and disappointed that you managed to stay president this long.
Yeah, that sudden, unexplained outbreak of bubonic plague really brought the nation together for my re-election.
That reminds me, where's Jimmy Two-Teeth and all his rat pals?
Damnedest thing! They suddenly came into a lot of money from an anonymous benefactor.
Sybil sent us a postcard. She and the giant stone head of Abraham Lincoln are still on their extended honeymoon.
And you said their marriage wouldn't last.
Actually, I said it was a violation of the laws of nature and most major religions. The city looks a lot different from what I remember.
It's the new mayor and his Man Up New York, it's a city, not a freaking daycare center campaign.
His inauguration was the most action-packed in years, though.
He wore a necklace made from human fingers.
I wonder what it'd be like to live on another planet.
Probably a lot like this one, but bouncier, and more methane-rich.
I don't need to go to another planet for a methane-rich environment as long as I've got you, pal.
That's really sweet and obvious, Sam.
I hope they finish the repair work on our building soon. I miss taking showers.
We could just give ourselves tongue baths like cats and flies.
Well, I sure hope the planet doesn't fall for General Skunk Ape's plan, whatever it is.
Well, he is pretty charismatic, Sam. And he's from space, which is a plus. But you're the only hairy, overweight, domineering control freak I need, Sam.
Gee, thanks, Max. I think. It feels good to be on a case again.
Now, is it really a case if we don't have a client and no one's paying us?
The client is justice, Max, and justice is blind and frugal. Keep watching the skies, Max.
I'll shoot if they try anything funny.
I'm sensing that you want to ask me some questions.
Did you hear about General Skunk Ape's fabulous off-world vacations?
What mole man hasn't heard about it? It's the talk of the 5 boroughs.
Why don't you go try it out?
I was at a job interview when they gave out the tickets. By the time I got back, it was already too late.
What are you doing here, Harry?
I'm working as Mama Bosco's lab assistant.
I never hired him.
And she says I'm perfect for the job.
But you don't know anything about science.
Or hygiene.
Which means I'll never go mad and take over the lab for my own twisted experiments. I'm perfect.
I thought you already had a job.
Apparently, there was some kind of power shakeup. I got laid off. You guys aren't looking for another partner, are you?
We'll keep your resume on file in case there's an opening. If money's tight, maybe you should try the lottery.
I've got a really good feeling about your chances this time.
Yeah, the lottery's just for unemployed losers who don't understand how numbers work.
So how many tickets have you bought?
12. No, wait, 1.
Are you sure that you're, compatible with Mama Bosco?
Of course. I've been blessed with the unique ability to communicate with the recently deceased.
Only you can see me, huh? How many fingers am I holding up?
Only 1! Ha! See? Oh.
You know, Harry, we can all see and hear Mama Bosco.
That's just a manifestation of the unconscious... Oh, who am I kidding? You're right. I'm just useless.
Come on, Harry. You're not just useless.
He's right. You're totally useless.
If you can talk to the dead, maybe you know about psychic powers?
Sam's worried about my brain because I can see the future now.
Psychic powers? There's no such thing. They just made that up to sell documentary TV series back in the 70s.
See, Sam, there's nothing to worry about.
Well, unless they're caused by a giant deadly tumor.
See you around, Harry.
And cheer up. You'll get what's coming to you.
That's what I'm afraid of. And ghosts.
What can I do for you boys?
Dr. Mama Bosco, your lab is actually pretty impressive. Bosco's inventions always kind of, well...
sucked.
Yes, well, he was always a special boy.
Have you heard from Bosco?
He sent a few postcards. He and that Bluster Blaster machine finally made it to Las Vegas.
I didn't know Bosco liked gambling.
He said he's got a system. Plus $15 billion left over from the money that some idiots gave him for his inventions.
I'm sure those idiots had very good reasons. How's the afterlife treating you, Mrs. Mama Bosco?
That's Dr. Momma Bosco. I spent the summer getting my PhD online.
Yeah, I started to do that, but I kept getting distracted by all the funny cat pictures.
You don't know how to use computers, Max. What's your doctorate in, Mama Bosco?
Bridging the trans-dimensional gap to return spirits to their corporeal form. My master's was in funny cat pictures.
Sounds like you're tired of being a ghost.
Oh, it's not all bad. I'm getting better at apparating. And now I don't leave a trail of ectoplasmic slime behind every time I leave the room.
That's better than Sam can say.
But I'll be glad when I finish my dimensional destabilizer and get my body back. I miss touching things.
Yeah, touching is my third favorite thing to do to things. In case anyone was curious, second is licking.
Do you happen to know anything about a Powercore?
Where did you hear about that?
From magazines? About pamphlets?
I had a Powercore stolen from my lab.
Who do you think stole your Powercore?
No idea. I've got a, real detective on the case, though.
It's a good thing we're trying to steal it too, or we'd be offended by that remark.
Couldn't have come at a worse time, either. I've almost got my dimensional destabilizer working, but the dimensional rift generator is useless without power.
Man, if I had a nickel for every time I didn't understand what you just said.
What did this Powercore thing look like?
What a question. It looks like a power core. You know, that's like asking what a Vanderpump particle emitter looks like.
What's the deal with Harry Molman?
I don't know. Some things science can't explain. If you're asking why he's here, he's been pestering me to be my research assistant or something.
The friendly spirit says she can only speak through her trusted medium.
Give it up, Harry.
Sorry.
Did you hear about the alien gorilla that landed on our street?
Yeah, it came through on the news alert. Something about sharing alien technology and ending all poverty and disease on Earth, right?
Well, yeah, but that's just one part of why he's evil.
I'm sure he's fine. I'm even gonna ask him if he can help me finish my dimensional destabilizer.
I'd be careful around that General Skunk Ape.
You two don't trust anybody, do you?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, what are you trying to pull?
Just wait till he helps me with my inventions. Then you'll see he's not such a bad guy.
The new lab is, nice?
Thanks for saying so, but it needs work. Do you have any idea how hard it is to find abandoned real estate in Manhattan that's not already haunted?
It is a dyer's market.
I had to start reading the exorcism listings in the paper just to find a lead on this place.
Why didn't you just set up your lab in the inconvenience store?
Not everything happens on your street, Sam. Besides, that place isn't zoned for mixed-use haunting. They've got guys from the city coming by every day to evict me from this place. Only way to get rid of them is by making the walls bleed.
You're a doctor. Can you tell us anything about late-onset male psychic dysfunction?
Psychic powers? It's probably a melon-sized deadly tumor.
Probably.
Well, it could be mind worms, of course. But I don't want to be alarmist. Most likely it's the deadly tumor.
Couldn't Max just have the perfectly safe kind of non-lethal psychic powers?
Oh, it's Max. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, then. Could you, have him stand a little farther away from my machines, though?
Are these psychic powers dangerous for Max at all?
Well, probably not, if he's careful and only uses them responsibly.
And what if it's Max?
Well, he'll overwork his brain so much that it catches fire and explodes.
Oh, I have got to see that.
You can't see that, Max. Your brain will catch fire and explode.
Well, that's why you'll have to record it for me, Sam. Duh.
See you on the other side, Dr. Mama Bosco.
Not if I can get this destabilizer working.
I know what would cheer you up, Harry. An all-expenses-paid vacation.
You actually have one of Skunkoppi's golden tickets? Well, that's a nice gesture, but I don't take charity. I'd have to give you something in return.
You wouldn't happen to have a lottery ticket, would you?
Well, sure, I buy one every week, but it's worthless. I never win anything. I mean, it's incredibly valuable to me. I don't know if I could part with it.
Okay then, see ya, Harry.
Wait, I can part with it. Just give me that vacation ticket. So long, suckers! Prepare yourselves, mole women of outer space. The love digger is on his way. Oh.
Harry must have dug his way in here.
They say they don't like to be in bright sunlight, but I say it's just an excuse to do more property damage. A brilliant excuse.
Hey, Max, why don't you hop in there and see where it leads?
Yeah, sure. Crawl through a narrow tunnel to nowhere filled with hairy mole man spore. Great idea. Whee!
We're all torn up about stealing your patent 30 years ago, Grandpa Stinky. Maybe this will make up for it.
A lottery ticket. Don't you know that nobody ever wins these
We
stupid...
interrupt this program for a breaking news bulletin. Officials for the city's $700 million lottery jackpot drawing have announced that there is one winning ticket sold to unemployed and somewhat pathetic Molopolis resident Harry Moleman. This just in a surprising upset, we're told that the winning ticket was transferred to local diner owner Grandpa Stinky. Sorry, Harry Moleman. Better luck next time.
Did you hear that? I told you I would win. Wah! So long, suckers.
We've been hearing that an awful lot lately.
What about your super secret demon broth?
Take it. After today, I never need to worry about money again.
We better find a use for this quick, Max. I don't like the way it sloshes around in my coat and gets everything disconcertingly moist.
Oh sure, blame the demon broth.
Hello and welcome to the Televoice Communitron Extreme 5000 with over 800 messaging features available.
Oh boy! Now I can finally set up my 24-hour adults-only naked bunny chat line.
We're sorry, we've lost my manual for that feature.
Can you make phone calls?
That I can handle. Please say the name of the person you want to call.
You've reached Stinky's Diner.
Say it, Grandpa.
All right. Home of the colossal bloomin' avocado taste banger deluxe. Place your order at the beep, and one of our polite delivery people will rush it to ye if he ever gets the chance, which he won't.
That's weird. Harry's phone has been disconnected.
You've reached Bosco Tech Labs, the city's leading research facility for scientific breakthroughs with a woman's touch.
Science and woman's touch are two things you hardly ever hear together.
I'm dead right now, but feel free to call again later.
Sybil's still on her honeymoon. Kind of pointless to try and call her in retrospect. Mr. Pizza, I want an extra large thick crust with 1/2 peanut butter and passion fruit, the other half with watermelon only. You want cheesy dingles, Max?